April. April. Me and my star are here, April. It is May 25th. Almost halfway through the year. Hard to believe. Already. Got a few people here. Manuel, Fred's here. Hopefully there'll be some more. Let's see how many of you guys joined me today and how many people are watching the Laker game. Probably be a lot of people watching the Laker game today. So I just uploaded a video talking about this weekend that we are going to do some open party trips. I'm already booked on Friday and Saturday, and we're going to open up Sunday and Monday. Sunday and Monday. And a bunch of people bought tickets for the drawing for the free charter, so I really appreciate that. And let's see what the boats did. I heard, let me see. See what the boats did. Channel Islands had 23 white sea bass today. Sea Landing had 200 rockfish and a ling cod. Morro Bay had 100 rockfish and 3 ling cod. How'd the tuna bite today? Fisherman's had 22 tuna, 100 yellowtail. Point Loma had 19 yellowtail, 1 bluefin, only 1 boat. H&M had 9 yellowtail, no tuna. Seaforth, 61 yellowtail, 2 tuna. So I don't know if it's with the full moon coming, pushing them down. Newport, 9 yellowtail. Long Beach had calico bass, sculpin, 3 yellowtail. 22nd Street, all rockfish, some whitefish. Redondo, all rockfish. Marina Del Rey, all rockfish. They've been reporting a bunch of yellowtail at the island, but it seems like they haven't caught them yet. I know the seals have been a big problem. Just sent me a text that he was out. He just got in, and he had one nice fish, 190 pounds, and they lost several fish today, several tuna. What else is on here? Fred says, "Can wait on the Laker game." I have the Laker game being recorded right now, so I'll watch it afterwards. Hey, Tamara. Hi, Terry. James. Bruce. Alex. Fred. Hey, Dan. Gonna have any more special guests? Yeah, I think as the season gets going here, we'll get more captains. Everybody is just kind of waiting for it to happen. But I can get some more guests. Alex got his package. Good, from the raffle. If you guys want to suggest some skippers or people you'd like me to have on the phone and talk, let me know. And we can even see if we can get someone to come in here and join me, talk to you guys on here. I need to get some equipment for that, but I can do that. I can get another microphone that we can use. So we have 2 mics. Manuel says went out Sunday on the pursuit and he got a yellow. But Manuel, did you guys see lots of yellows, or was that like one of the very few that got landed that day? James Skidmore went up to Morro Bay. Sounds like he got some rockfish. Kevin, you're back from Vegas. Jeff, are you joining us from your boat, or are you back home? I know I got your text. You just got in, so I didn't know if you just stayed on the boat to join us for an hour or if you drove home. Hello, Lewis. DJ, hello. Tamara says she went surf casting, caught a small perch and a bunch of salad. Yeah, that happens. Well, you know, they have a limit on kelp. You can only have 40 pounds of kelp a day. Okay, so Jeff made it home. He's at his house in Dana Point. Must be nice to be back on land. I know how that feeling is. Chris, where is a good spot for rock fishing in Morro Bay? I don't know any of the surf spots for the rockfish, but and if you're on a boat there in Morro Bay, it's all pretty good. I don't know if you have to go north of Morro Bay to fish those rockfish in the rocks, like if you go to San Simeon or north of San Simeon, but I've seen the pictures. I mean, I see the videos of the guys fishing right off the rocks and catching lingcod and stuff, but I haven't tried that. See, it looks like Marvin caught a shovel-nosed shark. Chavez, hey Dan, and made plans to fish Catalina, booked a room in Avalon. So if you ask me if it's worth going fishing or not, I'm going to always tell you it's worth going fishing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's full moon, raining, snowing. You know, I'd rather be on the water. The other problem you're going to have is it's a holiday weekend. So you're lucky you were able to book a room in Avalon, but it's going to be crazy. Hope you have your tickets to get over to the island, because I'm sure the boats are going to sell out. But yeah, I mean, if you can charter a little boat to go fish around there by the condos, there's plenty of calico bass, maybe some barracuda, maybe some bonita, something like that. I would do that. Or if you just want to enjoy your time on the island and not fish, you can do that too. April's waiting patiently for her food. April loves Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me see. Hey Tony, how you doing? Charlotte, Dan, where's? We don't have any word yet. I was talking to the skipper. He still doesn't know exactly when his boat's going to run. And I'm talking to Landing, trying to see if we can move to another boat. But the whole thing with the Tradition is kind of a mess right now. I can't get any definite answers. And today was the first time I heard from the owner of the boat since we had to postpone it. So I'm hoping he gets back in touch tomorrow and we can set up a date. But we will find out soon what the new date will be. So Jess says the big tuna are back and close. So does that mean like they're at desperation? They're that close, or are they even closer? Golden Lantern area. We have to look that one up on a chart. Jeff is in Dana Point today. He just got in from his boat and now he's at his house in Dana Point. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Yeah, Tamara, that's one of the questions I asked the guy today. How's it look for the July trip? And we don't have an answer yet, so I'm still trying to find out. DJ, what's the weather forecast? Searcher leaving Monday. I haven't checked. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Yeah, a lot of trips got canceled, Tony, last week, and the weather was really bad. Offshore stuff, the weather was really bad. Here's a link to our open party trip for the 30th, if anyone's interested in going on Sunday. Well, that's Monday's trip. We have a trip on Sunday, too. I want to fill up the Sunday trip first before I fill up that trip. So the trip for Sunday, the 30th. And put the link there. So there's the one for Sunday. I have a trip on Friday going to Catalina, and hopefully we get into some fish. The boats are reporting seeing yellowtail at Catalina, but they're also saying that they're getting slammed by seals. They're having a hard time, so we'll see what happens. John Walters. Yeah, that whole coast, Point Furman up toward the golf course is good. You need to make sure you have a chart that shows you the closures, because when you get close to Palos Verdes, there are closures and you cannot fish those zones. So John, make sure you have that on your fish finder, your chart, your GPS, or get a map. Get Hooked Outdoors is a longtime watcher. Wanted to say hi. Jeff from Long Beach. And you're now in Missouri. Wow. That's a long move. All right, I got some people buying tickets. I better get going on that. See, who do we got? We got 3 people here. DJ. Thank you. Tamara. And we did pick a date for picking the raffle winner. It's going to be the end of June. So the last week of June, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right here. I'm going to bring a wheel so you guys can see me spin the wheel and pick the winner. Well, we're going to do it right here live during the show. Probably the last Thursday. I got to see what the date is, but whatever, the Tuesday or Thursday that's closest to the end of the month in June. Alex, thank you very much. There's your ticket. April. Okay, what other questions? Joe. Hey, Dan, do you know how far out 2-day boats are going out of San Diego? They may not be going very far out. Jeff was out today, and he said the fish were close in U.S. waters, and he's saying that they're close. So they might just be going to San Clemente Island. They may not be going far. They might be right on the border. Greg Soak says full moon means shad up on the top. Says it'd be good for striped bass fishing. That's cool. Yeah, take me, Greg. I haven't done that with you in a long time. Tony's driving home Thursday. Totally forgot. That's good. Let me see who else. Oh, got some more tickets here, James. Yeah, John, since you got a new boat, if you haven't done a lot of boating before, you might want to think about booking me for a private charter, and then I can show you how I use my fish finder, how I anchor up, all that kind of stuff. Because it takes a while to learn everything, how far away to anchor up, and I'm still practicing and learning every time, but at least I have years of experience. Bruce, thank you very much. Joshua, thank you very much. Joshua L. Let's see what else is on. Terry says it took her 5 hours to get home from that trip, Catalina trip. So Lloyd says June 28th is a Tuesday. All right, that should probably be the day, June 28th. Jeff says the 24th is Thursday. I may not be in town the 24th, but 28th sounds good. Blake says just got a jig stick. Thinking 65-pound braid, fluoro top shot. If you're only going to throw a jig with it, you might want to go all mono. Or if you're going to put Spectra on it, just put maybe half the spool with Spectra, 65-pound Spectra, and then put your mono on top. The mono will cast better. The Spectra will float, and you'll get lots of knots when you're tangles where you're using all Spectra. So I would suggest you have at least 100 yards of mono on there, but that's just the way I fish. Chavez, thank you very much. Is it Riki or Reiki? Recall. Well, Chavez, thank you very much. And Marvin. And a few more people were calling about the East Cape trip. Yes, we still have room available. And so that's good. And for Alaska, you either have to now have both your vaccine shots or you have to take a test, COVID test, before you fly in. Okay, so it's Ricky Chavez. Thank you very much. I knew I was going to butcher it. Yeah, I think a lot of people use that Relotranx for yellowtail. I see them use it for small tuna. Joe, going to book a trip the end of June. Okay. That's a good boat, Sea Adventure 80. Yeah, so we're going to pick the winner. It's probably going to be the 29th, that Tuesday. And then you'll have until the rest of the year to book the trip. And that will be a trip to Catalina. So we could do that. Tony says we all should meet up in Hawaii. That would be nice. Let's see what else is going on here. So the local fishing's been really good. And I don't know if you guys saw the video. I had those two little kids on. We probably caught 30 bass before we had to head in. We were only out there about an hour, maybe hour and a half. And we had to head in because of one of the kids was getting seasick. And one of the parents was getting seasick. So we headed in. That's where we started fish for the halibut inside. And we did land the one. We hooked another one. We didn't get it to the surface, but we did land the one. So that was good. Hopefully we'll get more of them. And then the trip I have for this Friday, the guy was saying he wanted to fish halibut, and then he called today and changed it from a local trip to he wants to go to Catalina now. So we might look for halibut there too, but it sounds like he wants to go fish for yellows and stuff. No, that kid did not want to release anything. It was kind of funny. Like Jeff was saying, that one kid didn't want to release the fish. And then once we told the kid that we could release the fish, he still wanted to keep it. So that was okay. Ray, any North Cal trips planned? Yes, we have two. The last weekend in September. Two trips. Saturday, we're on the New Huck Fin. Sunday, we're on the Seawolf out of Emeryville. DJ's asking, when you're on a party boat and there's 30 people fishing, a lot of people have Spectra on. Do you get cut off a lot if you're fishing mono? And you do. I mean, I've gotten cut off a few times, but it didn't really matter that my top shot was mono. It's just, it happens. You get in tangles. You know, the whole thing about no angles, no tangles, and trying to, follow your line and all that. That's the best thing to do, because you will get tangles. I don't care how good you are at fishing. You got 30 people or more on the boat, and you got tuna, and they're all going different directions. There are going to be tangles. Henry, thank you very much. But even if you want, a lot more spectra, you can still get cut off. Let me see. Marvin saying hello. Yeah, we only have 30 likes. We got 60 people in here. 30 likes. There's 2 Marvins in here. Okay. Let me see what else is on here. Chris, Dan, have you ever seen great white shark fishing? Yes. If you ever go to Guadalupe, it's like a daily thing. Well, not daily, but every trip you will see them. But I have seen them even at the Horseshoe. Along the breakwater, we saw one years ago, and we've seen them at Catalina. You don't see them often. You don't see them every year, but you do see them. Jeff says he heard of a couple of his friends got 2 big white sea bass in the back of Catalina. That's good. Tyler, how you doing, Tyler? Thank you for calling today. Tyler, you don't have to be nervous when you talk to me on the phone. And you can't be nervous when you're working with me with the kids. All right? Don't be nervous volunteering. I really appreciate you offering to help out, and we can use your help with the kids. Like I said, we're going to start. Let me see what else. I'm looking forward to our next trip together on the Gale Force. It was really nice to meet so many of you people. It was a lot of fun. What else is here? Nature Whisperer, hello, welcome. It says he finally found our live stream. James says, I've been ocean fishing a little over a year now. The biggest fish was a 9-pound rockfish, red snapper. You should be able to catch lings better than that, bigger than that. What else is on here? question is, do charters fish near the oil rigs? It depends which oil rigs. Some of the oil rigs, you can kind of get away with it, but it's not like the old days where you could anchor up right next to them. You really can't do that anymore. A lot of them are really picky and they chase you out. So Matthew says he heard that the bluefin were at the 9 Mile bank. I don't know if they're that close. They are close, but I don't know if they're that close. Jeff says he was out and he saw them in close, but I don't know if he was in that close. Vincent, thank you very much. Oh, Lloyd took his rods out, went fishing. So there's a question here about any flats in Huntington Beach for kayak fishing. I'm not quite sure what you mean. If you're asking like in Florida type of flats, I mean, you can fish the over by the bridge. They have a buoy line there that you can't pass in there, but you can fish that area with. You can fish in there and fish from a kayak. You just can't go past the buoy line. Okay. So the Lakers score is 26-16. Bruce, any trips out of Santa Barbara this year? We are working on that with Sea Landing. It sounds like we're going to get one trip done out of there this fall, but I haven't been given the exact date yet. A lot of boats are still hanging tight because of COVID, and they're still trying to recover from last year. So they're waiting for everything to open up. You know, once everything opens up and there's no limit on number of people. What's going to be interesting is after June 15th, when everything opens up, you don't have to wear masks. There's no more limits to how many people can be on the boat and that. It's going to be interesting to see what the boats do, if they're going to lower their prices, which I doubt they will, or if they're going to keep them, you know, up there and open it up to a lot more people. I mean, I would think come the weekend of June 15th, you're going to see boats that were running with 30 people, 35 people start running with 80, 85, 90 people. But we will see what happens. What does Nate say? Been fishing last 2 days, caught some bass, sculpin, rockfish, and a barracuda. But no yellows. Yeah, it's been like that. And where were you fishing, Nate? Were you fishing locally? What else? Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte. If that trip doesn't get rescheduled, we will send out refunds to everybody. We're just trying to find out first if we can reschedule it or find another boat to replace it. And then once we find out how many people want to stay on the trip, then we can go ahead and do that. Let me see. What was that? Ricky's saying trying out a Portugal. I missed that. What was that? Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're not chartered. They're no, the tradition. I'm surprised they're not chartered for the weekend because they get booked a lot. Jeff says they caught bonita up to 15 pounds. Greg S. Thank you. See what else is going on. All right, there's one of my charter guys I have going with me on Friday. We're going to Catalina. Yeah, if any of you are interested in joining me in the East Cape, there's a link for that again. Nature Whisper, have I ever met you down there? Because my boat is right there in Shoreline Marina. I walked out on the piers a few times and met people. Let's see people out there fishing. Marvin, 70 people watching, only 27 people. Yep. Yeah, we had 75 people with 45 likes. Maybe we get a few more likes. And Matthew, I get a different clientele than what Jeff has. Jeff has the hardcore tuna guys. I don't know if you've seen my videos lately, but it's been a lot of families, a lot of little kids. Um, they're looking for half day trips. They're looking for their first ocean experience, stuff like that. I don't seem to get a lot of the hardcore, gotta slay a big tuna, that kind of stuff, passengers. DJ, we're going to do the drawing on June 29th, I think was the date we picked. It's going to be the last one of these YouTube lives for the month. At least like it's on Tuesday, June 29th. So that's when we're going to do that. And today's drawing, we have a magic middle light, greater jig, magic middle jig, a bucktail, another magic middle jig. So DJ, let me get you your ticket. Okay, guys, we got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to have to run. So if you want to get tickets, let's get them. What else? Okay, so what did Nature Whisperer met you? Okay, so are you the guy that I was over by my truck there, Shoreline Marina, and you went by on the bike and you almost crashed. You're in shock to see me there. You stopped really quick and we shook hands. You said hello. Is that you, Nature? That was funny. That was nice. I wish more of you guys would stop and say hi. I know a lot of people. I mean, even Tyler, he's on here all the time. We talked on the phone today and he got a little nervous on the phone. You don't need to be nervous to talk to me. Michael just purchased our last spot on the Sea Star. Now, I don't know exactly what the plan is, but I can pretty much tell you Captain Joe likes to head south towards San Diego because there's no boats in between there. And he likes to fish the kelp beds there. So I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Fish for calicos, look for white sea bass, yellowtail. Every once in a while we hook a black sea bass, barracuda, stuff like that. Mike Gonzalez, Dan, I use the bucktails, tend to bait them with squid. Yeah, if you were to fish them a lot, Mike, you would need the squid. The reason we always tell people to put the squid on is so that when your bucktail is falling and hits the water and starts to fall, if a fish picks it up, lots of time people don't notice how quick that is, and the fish will spit it out if it feels the metal and you don't set the hook. So we have you put the squid on it, so when the fish bites it, it holds on for 2 or 3 seconds longer, and then you feel that, and then you set the hook. But when you get good at fishing a bucktail, you don't need to put any squid on it. You know, when I fish them for lingcod and stuff down deep, I normally just fish it with a AA tail on it, no squid on it, and just work it and swim it. And when I feel anything, I just wind down and set the hook, take all the slack out. But yeah, normally we have you guys put a strip of squid on these just so that when the fish bite it, you feel it. Okay, it was the last one I got was TJ, so I need Tracy. Tracy Sunshine. I need James. And Lloyd. Thank you, Lloyd. See what else is here. Yeah, the worst thing, you know, what you're talking about, Tony, about that, the worst thing are the Groupon boats. The Groupon boats, you know, they try to get like 100 people on those boats. And, you know, it's not a fishing experience. It's a cattle boat. It's just, they want to make all their money in the galley. April. April. See if she comes back soon. Okay, so I got Lloyd. I need Bruce. Bruce Ramsey. Got Bruce Ramsey. Yeah, Nature Whisperer, you had to come out one of my filming trips. Just go to my website. We have all our trips there. I'll put a link up here for you to see it. Well, some of you guys are asking about the raffle, so why don't I put that there for you too? So this is for the private charter with me, $25 ticket, and we decided the date's going to be June 29th. Right here during the YouTube live, we will pick the winner. And again, if anyone's interested in going to Mexico, here is the link to that. Okay, what other questions were here? Let's see. Here comes April. I can hear her working the chum line. There she goes. She doesn't even lift her head up. Adrian Sanchez. He's got his 2 kids, Lexi and Nathan. Hello, guys. Say hi to April. Here, Lexi, I'm going to let you feed April. Okay. Adrian. Oh, Tracy got another ticket. Thank you. James got another ticket. Thank you very much. Yeah, Charlotte, you can use that credit anywhere you want. You can use it on the website to buy anything. You can use it on a different trip. You can use it any way you want to do that. That's fine. If you want to use it for one of the open party trips that we have this weekend, just call the office on Thursday. Monica will be there, and you can do that. Yeah, let me put a link there for you, Nature, so you can see where all the trips are that we have. So here is the link to our website where you can see the trips that are available. They caught salmon on the half-day boat out of San Diego. Wow. All right, so I got James' ticket. Ooh, the Dodgers are ahead. Thanks, Kevin. 8-1. Gonzo, thank you. Jamie, thank you. Thanks, guys. Hey, Dante, how you doing? So Greg's giving cooking recommendations, suggestions on salmon. I will be bringing back a bunch of salmon from my trip up there in Alaska. Yeah, Jamie, he did. He ordered, Paul ordered a couple of spots on the Legend. I think the trip's almost sold out. I don't know how many spots we have left. But it's pretty much sold out. I need to get me a couple more tuna trips for the year. Let me see what else is here. Oh, Jamie, that was fine. You know, it was kind of funny. Like, people were afraid to ask if they could take a picture. And I think once we took the first picture, I just said, whoever wants a picture, just come on over. We'll take one. And then it was a bunch of people. I think just about everybody on the boat ended up taking a picture with me that day. So it was nice. So Joe's asking, what would you bring for gear for a late June tuna trip or San Diego trip? I would bring tuna gear, tuna and yellowtail gear. The fleet isn't basically going to go anchor up for calico bass. So I would be prepared for fishing tuna. I'd be prepared for fishing yellowtail. You could bring gear as heavy as you want, but make sure you have a 30-pound outfit, a 40 or 50-pound outfit, like a 60 outfit. And if you want to take something big for like 80 or 100 pound, you can do that. But yeah, I wouldn't, plan on rock fishing stuff. I would take stuff that you're going to need for tuna fishing. Oh, they saw fish up all the way up at Hidden Reef. Wow, that's all the way up by Santa Barbara. Yeah, Kevin, that's a good question. Greg, what lakes are you guiding? Are you still guiding Diamond Valley, I would guess? Silverwood? Kevin wants to know if you do Big Bear. Hello, George. Hey, Edwin, how you doing? Thanks for your help on the trip the other day. Yeah, Lloyd, I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to catching some king salmon, some nice halibut. Edwin, you didn't get a picture with me? We should have took a picture together. All right, Greg, we'll see you later. All right, guys, we're going to do the drawing. It's 8 o'clock. So let's see who's up. Greg says no. Big Bear, he does do Diamond Valley and Silverwood, like I thought. All right, here we go. And the winner is James won again. Well, he bought 4 tickets. So James Skidmore. Congratulations. That's what happens when you buy lots of tickets. I shouldn't say that because sometimes he buys a bunch of tickets and he doesn't get anything. All right, James, you know the routine. Email me your mailing address. I can forward it to Monica, and you'll get your gifts. There's your prizes. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you on Thursday. Again, if anyone's interested in joining me this weekend, we have trips available. Here is for our open party trips for the TV show. And we are going to do Memorial Weekend. First, we want to fill up the Sunday trip. Here's a link to that. And if any of you have any questions about the trip to Mexico, the travel trip, don't be afraid to give me a call at the office. And I'll be there all day on Thursday. Tomorrow I have boat work to do, running around to do. But give me a call there. All right, there's a link there for the East Cape trip. All right, guys. Thank you all. Thanks for all your help. Good night, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.